Hola, ¿qué tal? We are ready to begin our textbook and our Spanish course. Hola, meaning hi. ¿Qué tal is kind of like what's up? So it's between friends. It's a familiar saying. So say after me, hola, ¿qué tal? Today we're going to look at the section on Preparacin on pages 2 and 3, particularly in our book. So we're going to look at words that are related to meeting, greeting, and saying goodbye, some courtesy expressions, and also the use of usted and tú, which we will see on pages 2 and 3, both meaning the word you. So either logging onto your VHL supersite and clicking on the V-text, or looking in your paper textbook on pages 2 and 3. If you will follow along with me and repeat, I'm going to go through these conversations with you and then talk a little bit about the tú and the usted. So, hola, ¿qué tal? Hi, how are you? Saludos, meaning greetings. Despedidas, farewells or goodbyes. So here we go. Buenas noches. Good evening. Buenas noches. Good evening. Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. Hasta la vista, baby. Oh, I guess we'll leave out the baby. Hasta la vista. See you later. Hasta pronto. See you soon. Hasta mañana. See you tomorrow. Very common greetings and goodbyes. You notice these two young ladies here, Juana y Sofia. They're obviously friends. So Juana is saying, hasta luego, Sofia. Hasta luego meaning see you later. Sofia says, ciao, which is a word really originating in Italian, but it has come through Spanish, and we actually also use it in English, meaning goodbye. Ciao, Juana. Nos vemos mañana. We will see each other tomorrow. And I don't expect you to know all of these words or understand everything on our first reading, because these will be repeated and we will be doing exercises using them. So for now, let's just have fun with our conversations. So these are two friends, obviously. We look at the next photo here, and it looks as though they're two older people, and it looks as though they're in a neighborhood, perhaps meeting on the street. And we see señora, and señora is a married woman, and she's saying, hola, señora, perdón, hola, señor Lara, ¿cómo está usted? So make sure you repeat that after me. Hola, señor Lara, ¿cómo está usted? So pay attention to the usted. Señor says, muy bien, gracias. I'm well, thanks. ¿Y usted, señora Salas? Notice the usted, very polite. Señora answers, bien, gracias. Señor, hasta luego, señora Salas. See you later, señora Salas. Saludos al señor Salas. Greetings to Mr. Salas. Señora says adios. So these are perhaps neighbors. They're not close friends, it doesn't seem to me. And we're going to get our big clue by the use of the usted, which is the formal you, which is used in conversations between acquaintances. Now we come down to this picture and another setting entirely. These two seem to be very much friends, maybe on campus. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Notice the estás. ¿Cómo estás? Notice the familiar. How are you? Ay, no muy bien. Not very well. No muy bien. ¿Qué pasa? What's happening? What's going on? Okay. A little further down, Carlos is saying, ¿Qué tal, Roberto? What's up? Roberto? Roberto's answering, regular. ¿Y tú? Notice the tú, okay, which is used for a familiar relationship, friends. And we'll talk a lot about this during this module. Now, I don't know if anyone in our class would answer, or in our culture would answer, how are you? Oh, I'm regular, thank you. Actually, in Spanish, regular has an entirely different meaning. It means I'm fine, I'm okay. It doesn't have anything to do with our intestinal health. And it is used in almost every Hispanic country. Carlos answers, bien, good. ¿Qué hay de nuevo? ¿Qué hay de nuevo? What's new? Roberto, nada, nothing. So this is just a short conversation on campus or perhaps in a park. So now we look over here on page 3 and we see a conversation between Laura y Esteban. And it looks as though just from the photo that perhaps they're meeting for the first time, which is exactly what they're doing. Laura says, buenos días. Hello, good day. Me llamo Laura. My name is Laura. Esteban, buenos días. Good day. Me llamo Esteban. My name is Esteban. Mucho gusto. The pleasure is mine. Or pleased to meet you. Laura, el gusto es mío. Oh, the pleasure is mine. ¿De dónde eres? And notice that eres is going to be a familiar word. Esteban. ¿De dónde eres is where are you from? Esteban. Soy de los Estados Unidos. De Texas. Soy de los Estados Unidos. De Texas. I am from the, we can guess it, it's a cognate, United States. From Texas. So they're meeting for the first time, but she is using a familiar word here, which we will talk about in great detail a little bit later. So now here are some presentaciones. This is a cognate, of course, some words that we use for presenting one another that are very common in both languages. ¿Cómo se llama usted? There is our formal you. What is your name? And notice the F-O-R-M, formal. Okay, so this would be someone, for example, that we don't know. We use usted for someone who is elderly. We use it for a business acquaintance, someone at work that may be in a superior position, such as a boss. So it's not used with friends, generally. It's used with something on a more formal basis. However, we contrast it with this. ¿Cómo te llamas tú? Here is the informal you. And we say, te llamas. What is your name? And there's the FAM, familiar. Le presento a, I present to you, or in smooth English, I would like to introduce you to, perhaps Laura. This is the formal. It's the word le that makes it formal. Te presento a, I would like to introduce you to, perhaps Esteban. The te is informal or familiar. Este es, this is, and este meaning masculino. And esta es, this is, and this is femenina. So we have a feminine and a masculine, which is something also new in Spanish for us. Now let's look at this conversation. It looks as though, before we read it, that these are adults, and they look as though they're introducing one another. So let's see what they're saying. Susana. And it looks like this is Susana. She's saying, Leti, this is, pointing to him, el señor Garza. And Leti, or Leticia, answers encantada, which means the same as mucho gusto, pleased to meet you. It's another way to say it. Encantada. Señor Garza answers igualmente. And that is a cognate, really, equally. The pleasure is mine. ¿De dónde es usted, señora? Let's say this whole sentence again. Igualmente. ¿De dónde es usted, señora? Notice the usted. He doesn't know her. He's being introduced to her. It's an older person, so he uses the usted instead of the tú. Leticia answers, soy de Puerto Rico. I am from Puerto Rico. Soy de Puerto Rico. ¿Y usted? So she's answering back. And you? In the formal, because she does not know him either. She's just being introduced. Señor Garza answers, de México. From Mexico. De México. So at the bottom of the page here we have some expresiones de cortesía. And I think we can guess what this word is. It's a cognate. It sounds a little bit like English, written almost like English. Expressions of courtesy. For example, por favor, please. De nada. De nada, you're welcome. No hay de qué. No hay de qué, also meaning you're welcome. It depends on the area you're in. They'll use both interchangeably. Lo siento. Lo siento. I'm sorry. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. Thanks a lot. And now, I just want to show you before I stop the video what we're going to be doing for our VHL Supersite assignment. As I mentioned earlier, the práctica y conversación that have the little mouse are in your book, as well as on the Supersite. So the assignment for this first series of conversations that we've had is to go to your VHL website. If you're not, I imagine you're on it now, or if you're not, you can do that. And you hit the tab Practice. And the first exercise will be lógico o ilógico under Lesson 1, ¿Qué tal? And the second exercise will be entitled Una fiesta. So those will be the first two exercises that you'll complete. And I will have that under the assignment too in your module. Gracias y hasta luego.